Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Happy Saturday. It has been such a beautiful day out here today. It has been so nice. I probably don't need this coat, but it's so comfy that I was like, okay, it's starting to get a little bit cooler. It's starting to get a little bit cooler, so I think I'm just gonna throw on the coat. I have like 3 coats inside. Well, 4 actually now, because I've been wearing my new North Face coat to walk at night. So I have that one, the one I just got, the pullover, and then I have this one, and then I have the blue Cotopaxi coat, and I have the black Cotopaxi coat, and they're all folded over the chair, because if I have them on the back of the chair, the dogs like to chew on the zipper, so I have to have them folded up, so there's like a pile of like coats this high. But anyway, it has been so beautiful today. I think it did get up to be about 70 today. Let's do a little time and temperature check really quick. It is currently 5:09 p.m. and the temperature is right now, it feels actually like early fall today, like September. Yeah, it's 70 degrees right now, and it is partly cloudy, 70 degrees. I don't know what the high was today. It was warmer than this. It was really nice today. The high was 74. Tomorrow, 20 degrees colder tomorrow, 52, 54, 49, 57. It's gonna be in the 50s almost the week. So I was sitting inside, and Alex had just gone upstairs to watch some shows upstairs, and I was sitting at the computer, and I was like getting my videos up and stuff like that. And it's weird filming on a Saturday, because I don't usually film on Saturdays today, and I filmed all afternoon. I filmed on every one of my channels except for my book channel today. And I was sitting there, and I was like making thumbnails, and I was uploading the videos, and I kind of like just glanced at the time. I don't usually look at the time when I'm on the computer. And I was listening to the Avett Brothers. I have the Avett Brothers live. I'm listening to some concert of theirs. And I like glanced up at the time, and it was like 4:58 or something like that. And I was like, I like went in the kitchen, and I like looked outside, and it's starting to get dark. It's actually beautiful today. Let me show you. But you can see it's, I know it never shows up on camera, but you can see kind of like in the distance it's starting to get dark. And so I was like, okay, you need to go outside now and vlog, or you're gonna have to sit in the chair in the total darkness and vlog. And I didn't want to do that today. So I was like, I'm gonna go out vlog, and then when the vlog is rendering, I can get my thumbnails done and the videos posted. So I have my drama video posted. The other videos are all uploaded. Well, they're uploaded to the channels, but I haven't posted them yet. So I still have to make the thumbnails for them and stuff like that. So on all of my other channels, I have that to do as well. But yeah, I filmed a lot today. I was kind of surprised. Today doesn't necessarily, my neighbors, all their kids are visiting today. So their son is visiting from out of town with their 5-month-old baby. So their son and his wife. And then their daughter, who lives here in town, is visiting with her husband and her 3 kids. And so her boys love Walter and Otis. And so my neighbor texted me earlier, and she said, can you bring the boys outside, because they wanted to see the dogs. And so I like walked outside earlier. She wasn't out there, but her daughter was. They were like doing chalk drawings in the driveway. And so I was like, yeah, your mom texted me, and she's like, yeah, the boys really wanted to see the dogs. And her oldest son is I asked him today, he's in 1st grade. He's the one, if you guys remember a couple years ago, I think it was maybe last summer or the summer before, he did a drawing of me, a chalk drawing in their driveway, and it was like, I had a top hat on. Like, he meant to draw this, but it was like a top hat. And then I was holding something that looked like cards, but it was my fan. And he had Mr. Peter or something. He calls me Mr. Peter. So anyway, but I was talking, he's so cute. He wears these like cowboy boots. It's so funny. It's so sweet. It kind of reminds me as a kid. I went through an era when I wore cowboy boots all the time. And so he's like, Mr. Peter, can we see Walter and Otis? And he's like, I have a really good friend of mine whose name is Otis. I go, you do? He goes, yeah, I told him that Nana's neighbor has a dog named Otis. And so he was telling me all the stories. So I bought Walter and Otis out there so that they could play with him. Oh, now my neighbor's walking the dog. Hello? Hi. What are you doing? I know. Oh, there's 2 dogs walking. Hey, how are you?
Hi. All 4 grandkids are over now.
I know. I brought the dogs out earlier because your wife texted me, but your daughter was outside, so they were all. I was just talking about that.
Okay. So is it okay if somebody parks in your spot?
Yeah, so he doesn't need it till tomorrow, but he'll need it tomorrow morning. But tonight, if you need,
Just tonight.
yeah.
Perfect.
We're not going anywhere.
My niece is coming over with her old lady.
Oh, it's going to be a family affair over there.
Five little.
Buddy, you're a good boy.
Aw.
Yes, you're a good boy. Here,
He's walking his dog and another guy's walking his dog at the same time. And what's so funny is, so my neighbor's dog is a Beagle Basset Hound, and the dog that was walking by is like almost exactly the same dog. There's a lot of people in the neighborhood that have kind of very similar, like the two poodles. But anyway, so I was talking to his mom, and he was like, Mr. Peter. He was like, Mr. Peter. He's like, can I pick up one of them? And so I was like, yeah. And so his grandma, because he likes to pick up Walter other than Otis, I don't know why. So he's like, Mr. Peter, can I pick up Walter? And I was like, yeah. And so he sits down. It's the sweetest thing. His mom's like, you know how to do it. Sit down. So he sits down. And then Walter comes over to him, and he like holds Walter. And like Walter loves it. It's so sweet. So anyway, but he's in his cowboy boots phase. So he's always got like, whatever he's got on, he's got like cowboy boots with it. It's very sweet. They're like, so he's in first grade, and then his other brother, I think, is like 2 or 3 years younger than him, and then they have one that's like 2 years old. So anyway, they're very sweet. The kids are all really well behaved and very sweet. They every time they're over here, they're like, "Can you bring the dogs out?" She always texts me. She's like, "Can you bring the boys outside so that the grandkids can see?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So anyway, yeah, they're having a big family thing today. So Alex is in a lot of pain. He did not end up going to his friend's 4-year-old son's birthday party today. So they're like parking their cars down by the pool. It's this huge HOA thing right now that they don't want anybody parking cars on the street. It became this huge, like when our contractor was out here and stuff, people were complaining. And they're like, we know how to like park our trucks, because they do all the work, like all the work on the buildings and stuff, like for the neighborhood. And so they were kind of telling me that. They were like, people have been complaining that there's nowhere for us to park. And they're also told not to park in driveways, because like if the oil spill or anything spills from the truck onto the driveway, so they want them to park on the streets, not the driveway. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, it's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while.
I know.
It's a beautiful evening, isn't it?
It's just too nice to be in.
I know. So anyway, so it's like this huge deal right now to like, it's always been a huge deal. Like back in the day, I wouldn't park in the driveway because Alex would get out in the morning, want to get out like to go to work. And so if I like parked on the street, our street is very, very, you guys have seen it in videos. It's very short across. It's like 15 feet across, right? But when I was talking to them yesterday, the contractor, I said, what's funny is like on the weekends, a lot of our neighbors have like this street down here, like the main street is even smaller than our street. And they'll have like a party, like a card party or a family party or something like that. And they'll park on both sides. You literally can't get down there. Like I've had to get Ubers and stuff, and the Ubers have to bring me around the other side because you cannot get down the street. The trucks aren't that bad. But what they want you to do is, and you're only allowed to have 2 cars in your driveway at any given time. And so what they want you, this is not the management company, this is the HOA board. They want you like, if you can't park in your driveway, they don't want you to park on the street. So they have reserved places by the pool and by the back gate. Well, it's a walk. Well, he's been doing it. He's so nice, like since his family's been visiting, his kids have been visiting. And so I told his daughter earlier when she was out there, I said, tell your dad he can park in our driveway. I said, Alex is home all day long, so he's not leaving until tomorrow. He's his friend's bridal shower is tomorrow. But if he's not feeling good, he might not go to that either. So I said, they can park in the driveway. You can park 2 cars in our driveway tonight. That's totally fine. So anyway, but he's been parking down by the pool. And like, I mean, it's not that far of a walk, but it's like they came home last night late and he parked his car down there. And, but and then other people parked down there. I was like, I'm not parking down there. In fact, we pay extraordinary HOA fees that you want me to park down by the back gate in February when it's snowing and ice outside and walk all the way up here at 3 o'clock. I'm not doing it. So that was a huge issue, but that was years ago. I mean, I don't drive anymore, so. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I was sitting at the computer and I like looked at, I was like, you need to get outside before it gets dark. So my videos are all uploaded on my channels. I just haven't posted them yet. The only video I posted so far is my drama video, and it was really just kind of an update. I was like, who is backing up into our driveway. I just told him they could, so I think it's his son backing up into our driveway. It's this big pickup truck. Anyway, I just made this coffee. This is the, what's that? Why can't I never think of that one name? I always want to say Barcelona. Barcelo, I don't know, whatever it is. That coffee, I love it. So much of the yellow, but I have one sweet and low in here. It tastes so delicious. Now watch Alex will be like, I want to go out and get snacks. He's in bed right now, laying down. So yeah, so my day went a lot different today. I'm like, I'm kind of waiting for them to get out of the car and go inside because he'll probably say hi and stuff like that. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So anyway, I'll talk about last night in a second because I started the best show that people recommended to me last night. Oh my God. And I finished Lazarus last night. And I watched a movie last night, and I read last night, and I took a really long walk last night. Okay, so I've got a lot of things to talk about. But what was last night? Last night was Friday. I'm trying to think of what I did. Well, anyway, yesterday, Alex, when they're having the family reunion out here in the driveway, it sounds like. Yesterday, when Alex got up and was like getting ready. So yesterday, I guess I should probably just start with yesterday, shouldn't I? So yesterday, Alex went into the office. He usually has a meeting from home, but he was like going to go into the office because he had some stuff to do in the office. So he's like, I'm just going to do the meeting in the office. And then afterwards, he was going to get an IV, like a hydration thing, right? That he gets at this like med spa place by him that's right by like where he works that he loves. And so he was like, people keep on asking me, they're like, have you ever done those IV things and whatever? I asked because at first I was like, I didn't know if like my doctor said it was totally fine that I could have one. I've never had one. I've never even been to that place before. I've like wanted to. Alex's mom goes with him like every other time. You get like a membership and they're cheaper there or something for like the IV things. I don't know. He says he feels better after them. Everybody that we know gets these. You can get different ones. To me, it sounds like a smoothie bar. You know when you get the smoothies and you can get like the immunization, you can get like extra vitamin C or whatever. It's kind of like the other guys walking back with the dog. They live in Las Vegas most of the year. I was like, we need to like, I talked to them. They moved in I think like early this year, but I met him when I was going to the pool. So anyway, and they're like, I said, oh, we go to Vegas. He's like, oh yeah, we live in Vegas, blah, blah, blah. Everybody moves here to be closer to their grandkids. This is why they move into this neighborhood. So anyway, what was I going to say? But yeah, the med spa place. So apparently, well, I've never had one of those IV things. I'm thinking about doing it. Like I was like, for a long time I was like, well, first of all, I don't really mind like getting blood taken and stuff now and whatever. Like that doesn't really bother me and all that kind of stuff. I have to do it most like my doctor's appointments. But I'm not like, I don't want to sit there for like an hour. Everybody that I know loves it. And I feel like everybody that I know does those things. They're expensive too. Like if I went one time and I felt like I was really, like Alex always does it like before a trip and after a trip. His mom does too. Like she'll do like the hydration one and like you can put different vitamins in it and whatever. I don't know. They're supposed to really help you a lot. But anyway, I didn't know this yesterday morning because I was asleep. But when he got up, he like threw his back out. It's bad, you guys. It's really bad. Like yesterday when he was like texting me about it later in the afternoon, I think it was after my vlog, I didn't really, like he said his back was like, he hurt his back. He said he threw his back out and his back was hurting. I don't get on social media a lot. So this is how it all went down. Like we weren't texting about his back stuff earlier in the day. Then Nikki asked me something about his back. She was like, said something about his back. And I said, oh yeah, he threw it out this morning. I said, how do you know about it? And she goes, well, he posted something on Instagram about going to this like cryotherapy thing. I didn't know he had done that. And so she said, and then I texted him and I was asking if his back was okay. So when after I talked to her, I was like, what's going on with your back? And he was like, I threw it out this morning when I was getting ready, like right before I left. And he's like, it's like, I'm really, really in a lot of pain. So he did some like real cold water. I don't know what it is. He did cryotherapy at this med spa. I don't know what this med spa place offers. Like I said, I've never been there. I don't know this place. I do want to kind of go there though. I think I think maybe the next time, because he got an IV yesterday, so he won't get one for 2 weeks. So maybe the next time I'll go with it. Should I do it? Everybody's like, my friend Valerie always is like, you need to go do the IV thing with him and all that kind of stuff. I should. They're expensive though. They're like $200 to do that. But he has a membership. So you get so many like a month or something like that. I don't really know how it works. But anyway. So he did that and he said it helped a little bit. But then he went over to his friend's house yesterday. I think that's when I was vlogging. So he went over to his friend's house and they went and picked up their her daughter. So she has got a house a while ago. And so he was like helping her with stuff at her house. But he was like, I really couldn't help her because whatever. And then they were ordering dinner. And so she was like, do you want to stay for dinner? They were ordering Sangiove's, which is like one of her favorite places. It's Italian. My Aunt Kathy loved Sangiove's. So Alex is like, no, I'm going to go home and like, you know, help Peter out and see how the stuff is going. He's like, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to help a whole lot. So he got home. My husband was hunched over. Like, I was like, babe, you need to be in bed. Like, he could hardly even move. Do you guys remember a couple years ago? I don't know if you guys remember this. This was, God, it's probably been 5 years ago now. I came down the stairs. I could literally not walk like 2 feet. Like, I could not even move 2 feet. That's how bad it is. Like, so anyway, today he said he's better. But, like, he went to bed last night early. Like, he went to bed. He came home, and I was on my walk when he came. Had I just gotten back from my walk when he came home? No. I had just gotten home. Yeah, I think I had just gotten home. I don't know. Anyway. So he was like, I want to eat something. And so I was like helping him, like put the stuff together and whatever, because he was like so hunched over. I felt so bad for him. So he was asking questions about stuff. Okay, first of all, God love him. Before they left yesterday, so they have to come back on Monday and finalize. So the flooring is down. Like, they redid the flooring. They put the under panel down. They got the joist or the joint or whatever it's called. It's all done. They're fixing the drywall on the side. So they have to come back on Monday. Because what he said was, I didn't really understand it. He goes, if you look at the drywall, they had a fan set up with it for like hours. They were like, let it run for 3 or 4 hours. So we did that. But he was like, if you look at the drywall, he goes, it'll look completely fine to you. He was like, but we have to come out there and put primer over it because there may be like bubbles that we can't see. And if, let's say a year from now you get it painted, you'll be able to see it. You'll be like, it looks like he said chalk drawings that kids make. Oh, that's weird because I was just talking about that. And I didn't really know what he meant. But he goes, there'll be certain areas that are like patchy if you paint over it. He goes, so we've got to like even it out. If you know people that know how to do drywall, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. But he was explaining it to me. I didn't really understand it. So you have to come out here on Monday, but they're only coming out here they said that they'll be out here between 9:30 and 10. They'll be done by like 12 or 1. So Monday I'm going to be filming. But anyway, so I was explaining stuff to Alex. I could just tell he was in so much pain. So I was like, babe, you need to go upstairs. So he was like in bed and asleep and out last night by like 7 o'clock. And I couldn't believe, he slept today until like 12:30. I couldn't believe it. I mean, he really needed his sleep because, I mean, he's just in a lot of pain. So when they left yesterday, the contractor, he did a great job. Like, he cleaned up everywhere. But because I said to him at one point, he's like, we're going to clean it up on Monday when we're completely done. He goes, but when we do the drywall again on Monday, somebody commented on my vlog and they said something about, you clean it up and then the next day when they do that, there's like so much more dust. Oh my God. Like, where my computer is, like that table over there, like that part to like underneath like the buffet table where our pictures are and all that kind of stuff, it is literally like a ½ an inch coat of dust. I mean, it is bad. So he did all this kind of stuff and he cleaned up a lot of it. And then I vacuumed up everything else before I brought the dogs up. And then I like did a Swifter thing with it. And I like, you know, used a multi-purpose cleaner over it. So it's clean for us to use for the weekend. But when you look over to that, like where the fireplace is and stuff, like it's really just to the edge of the fireplace. Now, it is like complete dust. Like, we have furniture over there so the dogs can't get it and stuff like that. And he told me, he goes, you can clean it for this weekend. He goes, but you're going to have to do it again on Monday. He goes, we're going to do a really good job cleaning it up when we're completely done and everything's out of here. And I said, okay. Like, we can't even watch the TV downstairs. The TV is like wrapped in like this like tarp. And that tarp has like a ½ inch of like dust, not dust, but drywall dust, I guess, on it. So anyway, so I like, I mean, like the whole couch, like I vacuumed down the couch and then I like sprayed it and cleaned off the leather couch because like I wanted, you know, be able to sit on it this weekend and stuff like that. So anyway, I got all that kind of stuff done. Then Alex went upstairs and he laid down. I felt so bad for him. I was like, if you need anything. And he acted last night. Like, today he said the pain is better today. He doesn't really know what he did. He said if it's bad by Monday, we have a friend of ours that's like, is a spine doctor, so he's going to call him on Monday if things are still bad. But he thinks it's getting better. But today he seemed in more pain. So my plan had been today that when he left, because he was going to go, so last night before he went upstairs to sleep, he was still planning to go to this birthday party because he thought he was going to wake up and feel great today. So he's like, no, I'm going to go to the birthday party. So this is the couple that we like travel with sometimes. We went to their cabin, and there's another couple. It's like 3 couples that we do stuff with. So her husband couldn't go. And so he said, if you want to go, you can go. He was like, but I'm going to go with her. And she's going to drive, and she's going to pick me up at like 2. So, because the party was from like 3 to 5. So I knew he was leaving here too. And I said, well, I'm just going to film because I haven't been able to film a lot the last couple days. So I'll just, when you go, I'll just stay here and film. And then when you come home, I'll be done and we can watch a movie or something. He's like, okay. Because her husband wasn't going. So I was like, they can just go together. So that was my plan. Well, when he woke up today, because I had taken the dogs out and stuff like that, the dogs are being so sweet to him. They can tell he's in pain. It is so sweet. Like, they sleep right next to him and stuff. Anyway, Walter was like kissing his hand. So when he got up today, I said to him, I said, are you still going to this birthday party? He was like, no, there's no way. He was like, I'm really hurting. So I said, okay. And he was like, are you still wanting to film? And I said, no, babe. I was like, you're going to rest and just don't worry about it. He's like, well, I was going to go downstairs anyway and heat something up, and I was just going to lay on the couch. He said, I was thinking if maybe I could, like, you know, move around a little bit. And he wanted to stretch on the floor downstairs because it's like this hard floor. And he's like, if I stretch down the floor down there, he's like, I think that might help my back and stuff. So he's like, if you want to film up here. I was like, are you sure? I said, if you want to be in the bedroom, I don't need to film today. I can just film my vlog and I can wait till Monday. He's like, no, I'm going to go downstairs anyway. And I said, okay. So he came downstairs. I checked like 5. I was like, are you sure? He's like, I'm sure. He's like, I'm just going to put my AirPods in. He heated up some burritos, and he just was he was all hunched over. He was like, so anyway, so I filmed a bunch of videos today. And actually, it's interesting, like, on the days that, like, I know I have, like, I was trying to be quick today. So I filmed on every one of my channels, but I got it done, like, in 2 hours. I couldn't believe it. And he sat down there the whole time with the dogs, and in between there, I took the dogs out to play with the neighbors' grandkids. And then, so when I got done, I, like, came downstairs. I, like, made the bed real nice and stuff, and I came downstairs. And I said, baby, you can go upstairs. And he was like, it's actually more comfortable down here. I said, okay, I'm just telling you, like, I'm done upstairs if you want to go upstairs. And he started getting up, and I said, do you need my help? He goes, I think I do. So he got, like, off the couch on his knees. He's like, I think I can do it. I'm like, is it really that? He's like, it's pretty bad. So he got some Tylenol, and so he went upstairs to watch TV upstairs. But he said it feels better today than it did yesterday. I don't know. He's like, I have no idea how I pulled my back, but so yeah. So today I just filmed videos, and I'm gonna, when I get done with this and I get my videos uploaded, I'm gonna take a walk because it's so beautiful. And last night when I took my walk, I finished the 3rd Thursday Murder Club book. It's been my least favorite of all of them so far. And I started the 4th one. The 4th one I really am liking so far, though. So I started the 4th one. I think I got, I don't know what it's called. Hold on a second. The last devil to die, and I have 3 hours and 29 minutes left of it. It's good. I like it so far. So I'm sure he'll be okay. You know, it's interesting, like, I can remember, like, a while ago, I would be like, oh, I don't feel very good today. And people be like, you're sick all the time. I'm like, I hardly ever get sick. Like, sick to the point where I don't film a video, or, I mean, I might not feel good. Like, I feel like today, now I'm like, did I take my out? I did. I took my medicine, my allergy medicine, but I took it late, and I can feel it in my throat all day long. The allergies must be bad right now, because Alex he takes heavy allergy medicine, and he was in the kitchen doing that. I don't know what it does for you, but he does that thing where he goes, where he scratches his throat because his allergies are so bad. But, like, it's funny because, like, neither one of us really get sick, like, where it, like, stops us in our tracks and we're in bed for 3 days. Like, neither one of us, you know? I don't know. I feel bad for him. I told him, I said, when I get back from my walk, if you want me to order some pizza or something, whatever you want, I'll order it for you. He's like, okay. So he'll be fine. He'll be fine. So that's today though. So yeah, I got videos done on, what are you doing out there?
Taking a walk. I took a walk.
Aww. I like your vest.
Don't really need it.
Is it warm enough out there while you're walking?
Oh, it's warm.
Okay. That's pool crew lady number one taking a walk. It's just started getting really dark. So yeah, so tonight when I get done, I am going to, well, I'm going to get the videos up, check on him. I might order him something, but the thing is, if I'm gone on my walk, I don't want him to have to come down here and get it. I just want him to relax in bed and feel better. So I'm going to take my walk. I want to get a lot of this. I would like to finish both Thursday, because I got this one, the fourth one, and then the final one, the fifth one. I'd like to get them both done by like Monday night when I go to sleep. I'd like to have them both done. So that's my plan. All the clothes that I had in the bins and stuff, I got all that laundry done. I have it in a laundry basket. I take it upstairs and put it in the closet, and then everything is in the closet, except for coats. I have 2 coats in the closet. I bought this one coat. It's kind of like a bomber jacket, like a cotton bomber jacket. Caroline told me to get it. I got it from Costco. It's cute. I haven't worn it yet. But I have like that and a jean jacket in my closet. But all the other jackets I keep downstairs. So tonight I'm going to do that. I'm going to take a walk. Yeah, last night I took like, oh my God, I just kept on walking forever and ever. Well, I got my walk early last night. So I got to my walk. It was still light outside and stuff like that. So I got to my walk early last night. It was nice. Like, when I came home, it was just like starting to get dark. So yeah, it was nice walking last night. I mean, tonight I'll be walking in the dark because it's already dark. But yesterday was nice. It was, each day, and I've talked about this enough, so I won't, talk about it forever, but each day I felt like, you should be filming, you should be doing this, but it was really nice to just, I read a lot yesterday, in my Kindle last night, I read a lot. Physical copy books, I've been reading a lot. I've been trying to at least read, a chapter in every book that I'm reading right now a day, but, the Frida McFadden book, Do Not Disturb, I read a couple chapters in that. The Kindle book, I don't love the main character. I don't know what it's called. It's an apocalyptic book. It's about the guy that moves to Florida. I don't love the main character necessarily, but he's kind of grown on me a little bit. I think they try to make him kind of rude at first because he's going to change. But I really like the book. It takes place in this Fort Myers suburb. And it's a newer neighborhood, all these houses but they're real nice houses. And it's this neighborhood working together to get through this electromagnetic pulse that happened. I'm really liking that book. So we do that tonight. Okay, so tonight I'm gonna binge watch this. So last night, okay, after all that, I took a nap last night with Alex and the pups and stuff like that. I mean, he slept straight through it all. And then, took a shower, then took a nap, and then when I got up last night, I read for a little bit, and then I was it was beautiful outside last night. I literally took the dogs out every half an hour to 45 minutes, and they were so excited each time. They'd be asleep, and I would push the ottoman back, and they would they knew we were going outside. They were so excited about it. So, I mean, I took them out. It was so nice last night. It was absolutely beautiful outside. So last night I read for a little bit, and then I watched, because I had read a lot yesterday afternoon, after I got my vlog done and stuff. I watched, I had 2 TV shows to review. Oh, I was going to finish Lazarus. So I knew I was going to do my Lazarus review today, which I did on Prime. And then I also had 3 Pines. So I was I have videos for today if I want to film tomorrow. I probably won't, but if I do, I was at least I have videos for that. And then she changed and everything. Now they're out there doing yard work. They're doing something with leaves. He's got bags. What are they doing with the leaves? I was told the landscapers are coming this week. Or they're going to wait till all the leaves are done, but most of the leaves are done. Somebody said they think they're coming this week. What are they doing with this trash bag? I'm probably going to have to move over here in a second. They look like they're doing a project or something. Are they getting the leaves? Oh, he is. He's raking the leaves. And some of my neighbors, they do not like to have a leaf in the yard at all. I like the look of it. Oh, he is raking the leaves. Oh, he raked them all up into a pile already. I think the leaves are pretty on the ground. I like it. Otis loves to run in the leaves. Walter, not so much. But Otis loves to run in the leaves. This pile around our tree, it's like 2 feet out all around the tree. And Otis... The camera stopped. I should have probably taken that opportunity to move to that chair, but it is what it is. If it gets too dark out here, it gets too dark out here. Yeah, Walter not so much, but Otis loves to like run through the leaves. I don't know why. And it's so funny because some of it like sticks to his like his little like chin. And so I'm like, come here, Otis. Okay, so last night I was like, I want to watch a Lifetime movie to review. I was like, so I was going to watch Flowers in the Attic. Because I'm, trying to watch all the V.C. Andrews movies. They are so bad, but so good. They're, like, really addicting, okay? The V.C. Andrews Lifetime movies. I don't know if you can watch them other places, but on the Lifetime Movie Club on Prime, you can watch, they have all of them. So, I started watching Flowers in the Attic. I was, like, 2 or 3 minutes into it, and I was like, don't do this. Like, you need to finish the Heaven series first, because I had already started the Heaven series and was reviewing it. So I was like, you've got to finish the Heaven series first and watch, there's 5 movies in the Heaven series. I was like, just watch those and finish those first. So if you want to keep up with me in the reviews, I'm watching the Heaven series. I'll probably throw in another Lifetime movie here and there. But the first series that I'm going to finish is going to be the Heaven series. Then I'm going to go back and watch the Flowers in the Attic series. I should have started, in retrospect, I should have started with the Flowers in the Attic series, but I just didn't want to. I wanted to Flowers in the Attic's where it all started. But I wanted to start with the Heaven series because that's my favorite. That was my favorite series to read the books. I don't remember how many of them I read. I think I read all the Flowers in the Attic books. Flowers in the Attic, If There Be Thorns, Petals in the Wind, Seeds of Yesterday. Are there only 4? Anyway. Now they're coming over here to... Or are they going to just they getting more leaves? I don't know. I don't understand really what they're doing. Oh, she just she put the bag by the hostas. I think they're coming out here to pick the leaves up. I was told that the landscapers are coming out here because they have those, those vacuum things to do it. So last night I watched, so I started with the Flowers in the Attic movie. And then I was like, I need to go back to the Heaven movie. So I watched the second Heaven movie, which is Dark Angel. It was really good. Jason Priestley plays her grandfather in it. I mean, he's younger than me. Well, he's 56 in real life, but he's younger than me. When you just know. Have you read any of the V.C. Andrews books or seen any of the movies? I mean, they're bad. They're bad. And the movies are pretty similar to the books. So anyway, but it was kind of funny because Jason Priestley, you know him from 90210 and stuff like that. But Jason Priestley, in the V.C. Andrews, the Heaven movies, he's like, I'm Tony, your step-grandfather. And then, she'll say something to him, he'll be like, now, Heaven, you know what I said to you. So it's a completely different Jason Priestley. The acting is so bad in these most of the Lifetime movies. The acting in the older Lifetime movies is, so good. No, it really is for made-for-TV movies. But, the newer ones are so bad. What's so funny is, in my head, somebody commented about this on a vlog the other day, and I was like, I think I had seen that somewhere else. Well, I had seen it in the Lifetime Movie Club, because a lot of people bring up, they'll say, my favorite Lifetime movie is My First Name Was Steven. I'm just going to use this as an example, okay? Which they made the documentary Captive Audience over. And then somebody will comment, and somebody commented on my vlog when I said that and said it wasn't a Lifetime movie. They aired it on NBC. Lifetime cut it down, and they aired it as a Lifetime movie later. I was not aware of that until somebody commented that on my vlog. But when I saw the comment, I was like, and I went back in and I looked in the Lifetime Movie Club because somebody had just posted about My First Name Was Steven. And on there, they said it actually wasn't a Lifetime movie. I didn't know that. So thank you for informing me of that. I didn't know that. But a lot of what you think are we remember as Lifetime movies, actually were not Lifetime movies. They were made-for-TV movies on NBC or something before. And then they turned them in to Lifetime movies later. I don't know why, but anyway. So I watched Dark Angel last night. Do you guys remember those Angel movies from back in the day? Like Hooker by Day, Student by Night, or Student by Day, Hooker by Night. Do you guys remember those movies? I loved those movies when I was a kid growing up. I mean, not like at 6, but like at 12. I loved those movies. I feel like they're on Tubi, I think. I should go back and watch those movies. I'm really thinking about going back and watching. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see like how bad the lighting is on this. I should probably move to the other chair, but I don't want to. Anyway, I will in a second. So I should watch those movies. They are so bad. I think I watched one of them for my movie review channel, but maybe I'll watch one tonight. But I'll tell you what I really want to watch tonight. So then I went in and I finished Lazarus. I had 15 minutes, so it was 6 episodes. I had 15 minutes of episode 5, and then I had all of episode 6. So I finished Lazarus last night. It was okay. I did my review to it today. I mean, if you're somebody that likes all the Harlan Coben shows like I do, then definitely watch it, because you want to watch the canon of Harlan Coben shows. But, like, do I think it's, like, the best Harlan Coben? No. I mean, I didn't think it was bad. The thing that's interesting is the Netflix Harlan Coben movies seem lower budget to me than the Prime ones. Like, Shelter on Prime, and I think The Woods was on Prime, maybe. And this one, like, the production value seems a lot better to me. Like, I thought the production of the series was beautifully done. There's just a lot of paranormal with it. Well, you don't really know if it's paranormal or if he has mental health issues. You don't really know what it is, but you're convinced that it's pretty much paranormal. I don't love that spin on a book, especially like a mystery thriller, unless it's really done very, very well. And there's very few authors that I feel like can do it really well. Like, Simone St. James is one of the only authors that I feel like does it really, really well. So, I don't know. It was kind of missed on me a little bit. The other thing was that at the end of it, it kind of ends on, like, a cliffhanger kind of note. Like, not necessarily, but it's like, they leave it open. Like, everything's concluded at the end of season 1. Like, if you just watch like, I don't know if it's getting renewed. But a lot of these shows, this is the thing. They don't get renewed for a season 2. I was just saying this on one of my videos the other day. What was the movie that I watched? All Her Fault. People are like, is there going to be a season 2? Is there going to be a season 2? Whatever. And I said, can we normalize... I mean, I love these shows too, but can we normalize just doing one season of a show? Like, I loved Mayor of Easttown so much, and I wish there'd be like a season 2 of that, but it kind of makes sense, like, that they just stopped. Like, it was so good, let's just leave it at one season. I feel like we like something, and instead of those writers and creators and directors coming up with a whole new idea, we just want 10 seasons of the same idea. You know what I mean? And I like that too. I love watching 10 seasons of the same show, but at the same time, it's like, we always want more, right? This show, Lazarus, wasn't even that good that I need a season 2. Like Ballard, those kind of shows make sense, or Cross on Prime, they make sense or be a season 2. Because it's like one murder, but this wouldn't make sense if there was, I don't know, maybe there would. Well, it would, because of how it ends. It ends conclusively. Like, it's a murder mystery. You find out who the murderer is and everything like that. But at the very end, I don't want to ruin it for anybody, it ends on, like, kind of a note of, like, well, what could happen? Do you know what I mean? I don't know. For me, it was a fun watch. I will say this. It was very, very scary. Like, a lot of shows I watch... Like, it's very rainy, London, dark, they're, like, chasing each other through alleys, and, you know, the ghost stuff doesn't really scare me, unless it's done really, really well. I like the show, I don't know, the Harlan Coben shows for me are, like, I think what I like about them is, I don't know, like, I like them. This one for me was just, like I said in my review, like, it wasn't the worst one. I think I probably would rank it like 3rd or 4th, but that would be mostly production value, because I thought the production value was so good on it. But like the paranormal story, it's like really dark out here. I don't know if you guys can see, but like the paranormal, see, it never shows up as dark on here. You can see all the lights in the neighborhood are on, but like the paranormal, let me show you. The ferns are gone. The poor ferns are gone. But, like, the storyline for me, I don't know. I also will say this. I didn't say this in my review. Yeah, I'm going to have to go inside here in just a second. I also felt like it was real predictable. Like, when you find out, like, who does the murders and stuff like that, like, I felt like it was real predictable. Like, I was like, yeah, I saw that coming a mile ahead. Like, I didn't... Was I really that surprised? No. But it was good. I mean, it's about this guy, and he's a forensic psychiatrist that works with serial killers, or one serial killer. And he's a twin, and his twin sister was murdered when they were 18. So that's like the first murder. But then all these murders become connected. But they're connected because he starts talking to ghosts that were like murdered patients of his dad, who is also a psychiatrist. But then his friends and his sister, his other sister, not the one that was murdered, are convinced that he's having like a breakdown, like a mental breakdown, because he had one when his twin sister was murdered. So they're like, is it a mental breakdown or what's like going on? Let me stop this and move to the other seat because this is distracting for me, because I feel like, I know it's not probably dark for you guys, but it feels real dark for me. So I'll be back in 2 and 2. Okay, I'm back. See, it feels like my timing or schedule, whatever, not my timing, not my schedule. My clock, my internal clock is so messed up. Like I said, it doesn't, I know it doesn't look dark to you guys, but it's like the light is, there's like probably, I don't know, 15 minutes of light left out here. And so it feels so much later to me. It feels like 8 o'clock, you know, it's 5:49. It feels like, tonight it feels like a Monday night. Probably because I filmed all day long. It feels like a Monday night, and it feels like it's like 8:30. I'm just not used to like, it being almost, I mean, November is considered winter to some people. Well, no, I know when I say that, people be like, December 21st. I know. It's not officially winter, but it kind of feels like it should be like snowing and cold outside instead of 70, and maybe that's it because of the temperature. Okay, but then I, like, have been going to my Instagram because people send me, like, on my Peter, so I have a Peter Watches TV Instagram that's just about the shows that I'm watching. I haven't been great about posting updates like as posts, but like on my stories I try to show like what I'm watching every night. And people, like, I get a lot of direct messages over there. People be like, have you seen this show, have you seen that show, blah blah blah, whatever. Oh, I'm trying to get this leaf out from underneath this table. Thank God the tripod didn't fall. So anyway, pretty little leaf. That should be my thumbnail. Weekend update with the leaf. Okay, who's walking down the street right now? I never did find out what that neighbor was walking around with her folder. I wonder if it was like a petition. She should know. I would love to sign a petition, any petition. Oh. I don't know them. Anyway, so I went over, like, I had gone over to my direct messages. I think it was before I started Lazarus. I went over there. I don't check that Instagram like every day. I check it like every other day. And I had gotten like literally, well, I had like 20 messages over there, but like 10 of them were all about this new Netflix show with Claire Danes, who I absolutely love. I love that show so much, My So-Called Life with Jared Leto. Oh my God, I love that show. So I have the whole box set DVDs because back in the day, I don't know if you can still, I think I bought them online, but back in the day, you could get them all, but you couldn't get the Halloween episode, which was my favorite, when they break into the school. And speaking of ghosts, and the ghost, like Claire Danes falls in love with the ghost, the guy that was murdered in the school. Do you guys remember that one? And she dresses like she's from the 50s. Anyway, I love that episode. But you couldn't get it, like, if you looked it up online, it wasn't online. So you had to, like, buy the box set of, like, the DVDs. So I have the box set of DVDs, too. But anyway, I love Claire Danes. And she is so fantastic in this. So people are messaging me, and they're like, have you seen this show? What's the show called? The Beast in Me? I mean, I had not even heard of this show. I had not heard of anything. People are like, oh my God, Peter, I'm on the 5th episode. You have to watch the show. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's so binge worthy. I'm binging every episode. I mean, I got so many messages about the show. So I go over to Netflix. This was before I started Lazarus last night. And it was #1 on TV shows. It literally just came out like on the 13th. And I was like, I've never heard of this show. I didn't even know this show was coming out. What is this? So I started watching it last night, but by the time that I'd watched Dark Angel, don't that sound so dirty? Dark Angel, it sounds like a Harlequin novel from back in the day that my grandma would have read. By the time I finished Dark Angel, and then I finished Lazarus, the last 2 episodes, taking the dogs out 15 times, got them settled, got them treats and things like that, finished up the laundry, and then I started watching a show. I only got to watch episode 1 and like 15 minutes of episode 2. It's 8 episodes. Oh, it's my new favorite show. It is so good, you guys. If you're watching this and you're looking for a show to binge watch this weekend, The Beast in Me with Claire Danes. It's #1 on Netflix in the US right now. Okay, I don't really know a lot about it. So it's this neighborhood. I think it's on the east. It's like outside of New York. It's like a suburb outside of New York City. And Claire Danes plays this author, which her name is Agatha, and I love that. And Agatha Wiggs, I think, is her name in the show. So she plays this author that won the Pulitzer. Okay. You don't really know much about her, like, when it first starts. It starts off with, like, this really, like, traumatic scene. What you find out is that she's a lesbian and she was married. She's now divorced. And she and her wife had a son that was killed, like, by a drunken driver. And so, and, like, her trauma response to that situation. And then he has a restraining order against her and all this kind of stuff because she, like, went after him, like, the year after it and all this kind of stuff. And he didn't suffer any consequences. He didn't go to jail or anything like that. So she and her wife are now divorced. You don't really know why, except you just kind of assume that, like, because of the loss of their son, like, it just tore their marriage apart. And so she lives in this huge house. But it's like this old house, like, out in the country. It's gorgeous. Inside and out, it's gorgeous. But it has, like, plumbing problems. They're going to, like, fix it up. She lives in this neighborhood. I mean, it is this unbelievable neighborhood. It's beautiful, okay? And, like, each of the houses are, like, $5 million homes. And so, moving down the street from her, there's a lot of other stuff that happens. I don't want to ruin it for you guys, but literally, I'm only an episode and a half in, so I can't ruin it for you. Moving down the street from her is this guy named Niall. I can't think of his last name. But anyway, so she's writing her new book, and she lives alone in this huge house. And she's got, like, writer's block. She can't get this book done. This guy moves in down the street from her. He's got security detail, all this kind of stuff. And, like, and his alarm's going off all the time. These dogs are coming, like, these huge dogs are coming up to her door and all this kind of stuff. And he's, like, this famous, like, real estate developer. But what he's known for is that his wife went missing. It's like one of those, like, Dateline shows. Like, he's super wealthy and his wife went missing and they've never found her body. And so there's a lot of speculation that he killed her. And so everybody knows who this person is. Like, he's super wealthy and super famous. Kind of like the Jenks guy, if you ever watch the Jenks, okay? It's played by that guy, Matthew Rice or whatever. He's real good looking. I can't remember his name. So, and he's living there with his new wife. And so it's kind of this, like, he and Claire Danes' character do not get along at all. And so it's kind of them, like, coming together. And, like, her being very direct with him. But there's, like, all this scary stuff that happens. And she doesn't really know his intentions. And then this FBI agent gets involved. It is so good, you guys. Like, literally, I seriously thought, like, I was like, if I wasn't going to film today, I would have just stayed up all night long. It's one of those shows. Like, I cannot wait. Like, if tonight Alex goes to bed really, really early, I'm binging the hell out of this show. I don't even know. I know I'll take my nap. But this show is so good, you guys. It is so good. What else did I watch last night? Oh, I watched Survivor last night, too. I got caught up on Survivor. So I still have... Oh, and I watched Ghosts. I watched Survivor and I watched Ghosts. So I still have Amazing Race, Matlock, and Elsbeth to catch up on. But this show... This is the show right now. I'm telling you, this show is so good, you guys. It is so good. So, by the time I got done with that, I was like, you need to go to bed. Okay? Like, I was tired from my walk. I had such a great walk, though. It was such a good walk. I started listening to music, and then I was like, you need to finish this damn book. Like, you need to finish this Thursday Murder Club book. Because I have book 4 and book 5 of the Thursday Murder... We got 2 weeks left of November, okay? I got book 4 and book 5... I'm on book 4 right now, of the Thursday Murder Club books. Those books were supposed to be done in October, okay? I have 1 book from the November Cozy Mystery Book Club to read. So that's 3 books right here. I'm just talking about Audible right now, okay? And then I have 6 James Patterson. So that's 9 books I have to finish in the next 2 weeks. Now, the James Patterson books take me like a day and a half to listen to on Audible because they're real short reads. So if I stop listening to music... And I just get... The problem is the James Patterson books have gotten so repetitive that, like, I'm just so ready to listen to something else. But I've got to get caught up on these books. Oh, and yesterday... So for my Peterisms channel, if you didn't know, I'm doing the self-help book club. I actually just figured out last night what my book for December is. It's a book that when my mom... I've talked about it over here before, so I'm sure some of you will be able to put it together. When my mom was in the hospital getting testing done, this was in between the first and second time she was in the hospital. Second time was when she passed. She was in the coma. But between the first and second time I took her to the hospital for some testing, and it was like on the way home. I was taking her on the way home, and she was talking about strawberry fields forever and whatever. This moment in time is so profound for me because I just had this feeling like things were not good. And I remember like I couldn't go back with her for her testing. And so I was sitting in the lobby of the hospital, and there was like a piano there, and like this person playing piano, and they were playing Claire de Lune, which I love that song. I know it's kind of common and trite, but I love this song, Claire de Lune. And I was reading this book, which I'm going to pick for my December book. I don't think I've ever finished this book before. I don't think I've ever like read it all the way through, and it's a really short self-help book. So last night I had bought and purchased If Life Were a Game, These Are the Rules by Dr. Sharice Carter Scott, because I read it like 25 years ago and it so impacted me. So I made that the book for the first book for the self-help book club for November. So last night, well, yesterday afternoon, while they were doing some stuff inside, I sat out here and I read the intro, the preface, and the first chapter to that. It's only 141 pages, so I'll finish that. And I'd like to finish, I mean, like physical copy books are completely different, but Audible, I have to force myself to listen to it on the walks. But I've been loving listening to music on my walks. But last night, I listened to Thursday Murder Club. I was so glad I got the third one done. The third one's my least favorite. I mean, I like all of them. I don't know. I mean, the thing is, with all the characters like Abraham and Elizabeth and Joyce and them, I could just listen to stories about them. Like, I don't really need the mysteries. I just like them. And the third one I will say is when Detective Donna DeFreitas gets into a relationship, and I love her so much. In the movie on Netflix, she's very different than she is in the book. She wasn't like, in the third one, she wasn't a big part of the book other than her romance. But I really like that. And I like the guy that she's with. I don't want to ruin it if you haven't gotten to that one yet. But I like the guy she's having the romantic relationship with. So, I mean, the books are, to me, like I've said this for a long time, if you can sell me on a character, you can sell me on a book. That's part of it for me. I just thought the mystery for the third one was so all over the place. I was so confused about a lot of it that I just was like, this was kind of a pass for me. The fourth one already, though, like, I'm not that far into it, but part of it is about, like, older people getting caught in, like, relationship scams online, like, people sending people money. Well, you know, because people steal my pictures all the time and do that to women, that I'm very intrigued with that. That's just part of it. The books are so complex. They go, like, in 5 or 6 different directions. I don't know. That's part of what it's, for me, it's, like, kind of very, like, cozy mystery. People don't necessarily consider these cozy mysteries. They consider them just mysteries sometimes. I consider them cozies. But cozies are very simple. There's not like 15 different storylines and they mash them all together like a Liam O'Yeardy book, you know, like, or Taylor Jenkins Reid book. Like, I expect that from this. But like a cozy is supposed to be a little simpler. But this is like all kinds of stuff is going on, you know? So anyway, last night, I was going to start like a James Patterson, like the Alex Cross books. But I was like, just finish the Thursday Murder Club. My plan is, by Monday night, to finish the last 2 Thursday Murder Club books. Then I'm going to read the November Cozy Mystery Club book, which is the Golden Motel Mysteries. I loved the first one. I already read it. So I'm going to, listen to it on Audible. So I'm going to listen to the second one. Then I'm caught up with the Cozy Mystery Book Club. The James Patterson ones, as many as I get done in November, I'll get done. I mean, the thing is, then we only have one left to read, and we're going to read it in December. The 34th book. I think it came out this month or last month. I want to read Christmas books in December. I don't want to be reading James Patterson, Alex Cross books just because I have to catch up. But I have to because Mel and I are announcing the next read-along for 2026. So I've got to get the James Patterson books in. But they're short. I'm kind of, to be honest with you at this point, like the next James, once I'm caught up with the series, like the Alex Cross series, like when the next one comes out in 2026, I'll read it. But, like, to read them all in a row, like, I'm kind of over. I don't even know with, like, the Misfortune books. To read one book after another in a series, for me, is very hard. Like, I need to take a break and step away from it. I don't even know that, like, with the Misfortune series, I could just read one after another. I've done it. You know, her new book is out, by the way. It's not on, it won't be on Audible for 2 to 3 months, but her newest book is out, the Janet DeLeon Misfortune book. I'm going to wait till the Audible version because I love Cassandra Campbell that reads the books. She said it'll be like, on her Facebook page, she said it'll be like 2 or 3 months. The battery just went to the halfway mark. But anyway, and a lot of people are like, don't spoil it. We're waiting for the Audible version over there. But even with hers, like if I read 2 or 3 in a row, I'm kind of like, I need a break from this. So But I gotta get caught up on these books for me. I know people will be like, why do you feel like you have to? Well, first of all, it's my project that I put together. Second of all, because I want to. I want to be done with all of them. So I'm going to finish the Thursday Murder Club books, then get the November book. That'll be the break in between, and then the James Patterson books. I can probably get those James Patterson books done in a week. If not, I've been trying to listen to audiobooks like while I'm doing laundry and doing stuff. I usually listen to music, but I've been trying to listen to audiobooks more while I'm doing all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's been another good day, another good weekend. This is good. Like Monday, they're going to be out here. I'm already kind of prepared for the fact that they're going to probably be out here longer than they say. They said they'll be done by 12 or 1. I was like, okay, because I'm just trying to, I was like, if you have to be out here all day, that's fine. I said, I'm just kind of trying to plan like my filming schedule and some stuff. And he's like, no, we should be out here by 12 or 1. I'm like, okay, I have a feeling that's not going to be the case. And then I'm going to want to clean everything up. But Alex and I talked about it last night. Because we're going to do like a massive cleaning haul downstairs. We're not going to do it until the patio door is on. And I think that's Wednesday or Thursday. So by this next weekend, we will have a patio door. The dogs can go out back. I'm so excited about it. I did have this like last night when I was laying in bed. So yesterday, my friend that passed away, that was like my childhood friend, so his mom has shared a lot of stuff on Facebook and stuff, and so I keep on seeing stuff come up about the funeral was yesterday. I thought it was maybe the day before. It was yesterday. And, I haven't talked to him. It's been like, to be honest with you, I don't even know how long it's been since I talked to him. I think like after the accident, like we messaged a little bit, but it's been forever. I have not seen him physically. I don't even know. I don't think maybe I've seen him since before I got sober. But like he was such a huge part of my like when I was growing up. He was literally like my only male friend when I was growing up. And so last night on Facebook, I saw his mom had posted some stuff. I haven't been close to him in forever. It's like I said, we don't talk and whatever. I don't know, I don't know if it's my own mortality or it's bringing up stuff of other people that have passed for me. But it was when I was taking my nap, I laid in bed and I just was kind of in my head, I don't know. It was so bizarre to me. It was so bizarre. I was like, I can't believe he's gone. People that were part of your child. It's like when my mom passed, well, my mom was a completely different thing, but I think more of when my aunt and uncle passed, or when friends of the family have passed, my mom's friends have passed and stuff like that, even before when my mom's friend Diane passed away a couple years before, it's this person that I've known my entire life, or was especially people that were there in my youth. I don't know why, I don't remember a lot of adults talking about that when I was growing up, who will know my past kind of thing, but as I get older, it doesn't matter to me as much now as it did a couple years ago, but it is weird. The older I get, there's less and less people that knew me in my younger years, even 20 years ago. January will be 18 years since I left working in treatment. A lot of the people that I've worked with have passed away. That's crazy to me. A lot of people in the last 18 years since I've left treatment and left my last relationship, a lot of people that he and I knew have passed away since then. It's my life looks completely different since then, and it's I look at almost kind of at my life in stages. That working there and being with him and my first ex was a huge that was an era. And then I look at my early sobriety, that was a different era, and then before then was a different era. And so it's other than my dad and my stepmom and Caroline, there's really not anybody around anymore that my girlfriends from high school and stuff, but we talk, but not regularly. There's not really anybody that knew me. It's just weird. I don't know. It's weird to me. My dad and I, we were texting about something the other day. He said something to me. My dad every once in a while will just text me random memories, and it'll be he's like, hey Pete, do you remember when? And I was like, what's gonna be so strange is my dad remembers things that only my dad and I knew. Or that only my dad and my stepmom and I knew. it's not like there's like, I don't have siblings. It's not like there's 10 people out there that, and Caroline, the thing is that even though Caroline and I were so close, always growing up, and we're, you know, there were periods of our life where we weren't that close. I mean, she's 3 years older than me. So when I was in elementary school, she was in junior high. And there were periods where we saw a lot of each other, and there were periods where we didn't see a lot of each other. And so the other thing is, like, her family memories are not the same as my family memories, because I have a lot of things that I did with my dad that Caroline wasn't present for at all. I had a lot of things with my mom that Caroline wasn't whole friends that like, if I said, like, some of my mom's best friends, if I said to Caroline, she would have heard of them, but she would, like, be like, I don't really remember her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like our lives were so intermeshed that, like, there was, like, friends of my aunts that like, Caroline will talk about, and I, like, the people that live the house behind us is, like, the son of, like, one of my aunt's really good friends. And every time Caroline says their, because she'll refer to them as, like, their last name. And I'm like, I don't think I've ever met these. Maybe at, like, one of my aunt's open houses, which was, like, a Christmas party or something like that. Maybe I met them, but I don't. Like, I don't. Caroline's like, you know them? I'm like, I don't. Like, a lot of people we do know together collectively, but then there'll be, like, 5 on either side that, like a lot of my mom's friends, like Caroline knows Susie, but Susie was really good friends with my Aunt Kathy, too. But, like, other sorority sisters of my mom's, like, Caroline, I'll mention their names, and she'll be like, yeah, I don't know who that is. You know? So it's weird. And Caroline's really the only, like, storyteller of my past for me a little bit, other than my dad and my stepmom. My stepmom gets into that, too. Like, she'll text me and be like, hey, Pete, do you remember when we were, my dad and my stepmom call me Pete, do you remember when we were, like, roller skating at such and such place and whatever? And, you know, I have separate memories with her than I have with my mom or with my dad. Like, she and I share very separate, I mean, we did a lot of things, just my stepmom and I, because my dad was gone a lot, you know? And so, like, working and whatever. I don't know, she's a big part of my youth and my childhood, too. It's just weird as I get older, it's like, I don't know, with him passing, I was thinking a lot about, like, growing up. I was like, I couldn't even really, to be honest with you, remember, like, when we first met or how we became such good friends. It was weird. Like, I was thinking about that last night, and I was like, he's gone. Like, he's gone. Like, it could... I think when I talk about, like, the fragility of life and how short life is, and I think we all talk about it. We all say, you know, like, live today as if it was your last, and all this kind of stuff. He's gone. Like, he did not know this was going to happen. It could have happened to me several years ago. It could happen to any of us any day. And it's like Margaret Wrinkle says in The Comfort of Crows, like, we live each day as if we're on, like, as if we have unlimited time. And I have, to some degree, been living like that. Like, we're on unlimited time. Like, I think we take each day for granted and stuff, you know? I don't know. Like, I was thinking about that last night. I wasn't necessarily... It's going to sound bad. Like, I'm sad for his family. I've been praying for his family and stuff and his partner, but we didn't know each other. Like, I haven't known him. It's like the movie The Big Chill, when they all get together and he says, you know, like, we haven't known each other in a long... I mean, I don't know him today, you know? Like, I think I'm mourning something that was lost a long time ago. But I also think it puts it in perspective. You know, like, when I saw his obituary, we're the exact same age, and I'm like, damn, like... I don't want to take any of this for granted. And I try not to. And I don't think that there's any way for any of us 24 hours a day, every minute of every day, to live in complete gratitude. We're all going to get upset. We're all going to spill coffee and be like, damn it, you know, or, you know what I mean? Or something's not going our way or whatever. But it's like, I don't want to get distracted by the stuff that doesn't matter. And, you know, this year, like, focusing my attention on living in the present moment, and also where am I directing my energy, has really made me reflect on looking in the past on how much I didn't live in the present moment, and really appreciate each moment, instead of being like, okay, well, when I get back from this trip, I have to do this, or our next trip, or when Christmas is over, or what, you know what I mean? Like, next doctor's appointment, when this is done, what's the next time we're going? I mean, it's always like that, right? That's Walter. Well, hi! They must have just run downstairs. Well, hi! You want me to get off? Okay, I'm gonna get off here. But, Walter's still, do you hear, it's kind of like a rough little bark. Well, hi, honey! But each time, like, I look at it and I reflect on it, I think to myself, how much time I have wasted in my past on putting energy in places that don't deserve it, wasting time, and not living the present moment. And I don't want to do that anymore. To the best of my ability that I can. We're all going to do it. We're all going to give energy to things that don't deserve it. We're all going to not live in the present moment. And it's going to happen to all of us each and every day. But I think maybe as a reminder, that's why those goals have been so good for me this year. I almost want to put them like where I can put them on boards where I can see them around the house. But I want to be reminded of that so I don't lose sight of the fact of how blessed I am for each and every moment. And with that, I'm going to go take the dogs outside. I'm going to get off here, go take my walk, get the video. I got to get the videos up. So I hope you guys are having a magically amazing Saturday. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you.